Ivica Zubac put up a strong campaign in being one of the top centers in the league last season. He averaged close to 17 points and 12 rebounds on 64% true shooting. He earned a defensive second team honor and had career highs in points, rebounds, assists. The Clippers this season really put a massive emphasis in making Zoo a key piece in the offense and stepping up to anchor this Clippers defense into having the third best defensive rating. He stepped up into being a second or third option depending on if Kawhi Leonard was in. James Harden really made his life easy. Well, let's be honest, James Harden makes any center's life easy with pick and roll passing, interior dump offs. James just also being masterful with those pocket passes off of screens, and Zoo is very efficient inside, shooting 71% at the rim and 54% in the short mid-range area. Zoo is also a really nice screener. He creates a ton of advantages for the ball handler to get loose, and when operating in ball screens with Harden, he also showcases a nice looking push shot in the paint to counter against drop coverage defenders. He has been money with that shot, and he can flash into open space and get off this shot, and it stretches out his range a bit to be a threat further a bit away from the basket. Zoo isn't much of a high-level lob threat. He doesn't have crazy catch radius, and in most of his lob situations, he has to really be open to get these off. He's not the rim running big who's going to be a threat in the open court or catch lobs in traffic, but it's not just benefiting from catching passes and finishing inside. Zoo has been one of the best post-up bigs in the NBA last season. Very reliable and has nice touch inside. He ranks first in the league in post-up frequency and had an effective field goal percentage of 59% while ranking in the 66th percentile in post-ups this season. This was a massive jump in frequency, as in the 2023-2024 season, he operated at a 13% frequency on post-ups. The Clippers like setting him up early in offense. They'll just quick hit ahead pass and have him go and work down low in the post, or the Clippers will run this back screen for Zoo to get into the low post with hopes of deeper positioning, or maybe getting a switch or a quick shot off as the big may trail on this situation, and he can just go to work in these situations. He can turn over his right or left shoulder and get off some hook shots in the lane. Pretty strong, can take contact and uses drop steps, pump fakes, step throughs to get his shots inside. I've been really impressed with how comfortable he is with that left hand in these situations. The fact that he can comfortably use his left hand, right hand, turn over either shoulder for those hooks really helps in the versatility in his post game, as well as him being unpredictable. It is just tough to stop someone in the post who can just go in either direction, that has that strength and footwork to burn you. He is fluid and patient when working in the post. Check here off the post up against KP. He first initiates that contact, getting into his body to get him off balance a bit, and then he spins right off KP's top foot, and KP is a lengthy dude, so he can just use that as a tool to help recover, but the patience here is key from Zoo. He gives KP a fake to get him in the air, and then he gets that shot off. Then there's times he can work in space, immediately attacking the defender's body, fake the spin, turn back right, and hit a hook shot in the lane. And Zoo has that patience, can get middle on post-ups and get off some hooks, and then that drop step is strong in his game, and he is patient and crafty enough to generate a look inside for himself, not forcing anything, but seeing openings where he can attack. He really does a good job in seeking out contact, getting into the defender's body, and throwing them off balance. With Zoo's post-up ability, he has put enough pressure on the defense with his post skills that he generates double teams, and he can show off his ability to pass out of the post. His overall patience just shines in this area as well. The double comes from up top, which puts pressure on this defender to split the difference between Harden and Kawhi. Kawhi executes a 45 cut off of that, and Zoo feeds him. And I really like this pass he makes when he is attacking middle in the post. Cade comes over to close off a bit of the lane, and Malik Beasley loses sight of Jones Jr., which opens up the bounce pass off the cut. He isn't selfish and will keep passing out when he sees the hard double coming, and he is pretty good seeing the weak side and finding cutters in this situation. He also generates some assists operating as a post-up hub off of zoom actions, where the Clippers can generate quick threes or get inside using his size and frame as a weapon to get defenders to battle over Zoo. Another skill from his overall short roll game, I mentioned that little push shot he can get off in space, but also he can make some quick passes in short roll situations. He has really solid court processing skills, which is needed nowadays for big men. James Harden sees this double team coming off the screen, and a small tip here. If you see a double coming, sometimes the opening to pass or the angle just isn't there off the bat. I love how James retreats his dribble twice to draw out the double, gives him space and time to see how the defense is rotating, and then he beams it over to Zoo, who connects the pass to Powell. The Clippers, when Zoo is on the floor for them, are 7.6 points per 100 possessions better on offense, which ranks in the 94th percentile among bigs according to Cleaning the Glass, which is a massive increase compared to his 2023-2024 season, where he was a negative 2.2 points per 100 possessions on offense. That sort of impact is also shown defensively when he's on the court, when he is a negative 6.9 points per 100 possessions better on defense. One of the best skills from Zoo is just his positioning and being in the right moment at the right time, available in space on pick and roll passes, seals, and makes himself available for post-ups, knows how to operate in space when in the short roll, and also his rebounding. He was 4th in rebounds per game, 3rd in the league in offensive rebounding behind Walker Kessler and Domantas Sabonis. Playing next to a James Harden and Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers' other shot creators, defenses really focuses on them, and Zoo's defender would come over and try to help on drives from those guys, and when shots go up, Zoo is there to clean up a miss with a putback. Zoo is strong enough to battle on the boards and tip the ball out. He has good positioning and slithering himself behind the defender and tracking the ball as it comes down. He has the wingspan, strength, and positioning skills to battle against the trees. Zoo's jump shot ability is non-existent. It doesn't exist in his game. And one of the weak areas of his game is the free throw shooting. He shot 66% from the free throw line last season. Defensively, Zoo operates as that interior paint presence that can deter shots. The Clippers would usually funnel ball handlers to him near the rim so that Zoo can just challenge them. He earned a defensive second team selection, and it was primarily based on his positioning and drop coverage, being active in help, and challenging bigs in the post. He is strong enough and sturdy to take bumps in the post, and one of the things Zoo just doesn't do much is commit unnecessary and head scratching fouls, which stretches out his ability to play longer in games. He averaged the most minutes of his entire career at close to 33 minutes a game while averaging 2.1 fouls a game. He is not a switchable defender by any means to where you can have him defend along the perimeter. Has solid foot speed, pretty agile, leads with his top foot when defending, and does his best in leading players to the rim so he can contest, but when left on an island, he can be prone to getting burned on drives by quicker guards. One of the biggest upgrades the Clippers had last season was stronger defenders at the point of attack, and when you have that, it makes the job for bigs in drop coverage easier. You have guys who can move through screens to stay attached, give rear view contests, or funnel those offensive players to Zoo to contest. The job in drop coverage is for a big to make sure that the big that you are guarding doesn't get behind you or easy access under the basket. You also have to be able to show when guards get inside with your length or stunting at them. It is the job for the guy defending the ball handler to stay attached in these situations and not allow the offensive player to get easy access with open space in the paint. Zoo's impact improved because the talent around him improved, and he was already a pretty solid drop coverage defender, and his job just got much more easier with the talent around him. Zoo is very efficient on the Clippers, cleans up everything around him, provides exceptional positioning as a roller, defender, rebounder, short roll playmaker, self-creation with post-ups, and a good rim protector who has proved he can be valuable in that role with better defensive pieces around him. Zoo put up a very impressive 2025 season, improving in a ton of statistical categories, while providing high-level production on offense and defense, as well as being one of the best rebounders in basketball. That'll wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more NBA breakdowns like these. For all that being said, y'all, I'll see you all in the next video.